Welcome back to the China Law 101 video series. I'm your host, Edgar Choi from Law in a Minute. In today's video, we will talk about why feeding a stray cat might leave you footing the bill for others' injuries. Our story today begins on a seemingly ordinary day, April 20, 2023, when our protagonist John and his colleagues decided to hit the badminton courts for a friendly game. Little did they know, their evening was about to take a turn for the surreal. Picture this. John, in the heat of the game, lunges for a spectacular shot, only to find himself flying through the air, not just because of his athletic powers, but because he stepped on a cat. Yes, folks, a cat. Down he went, and off to the hospital he went that very evening. After surgery and a medical evaluation, John was deemed to have a 10th degree disability. Now, you might think that the cat would step forward and apologize, but alas, that's not the kind of story. Instead, John's family reached out to the badminton court's management office seeking compensation. But just when you thought things could get stranger, they were informed that the surveillance cameras were out of order. To add to the drama, their negotiations hit a brick wall, and so they did what any modern-day person would do. They took the matter to court. Here's where the plot thickens. The court had to decide who was responsible for this feline fiasco. Initially, the verdict was that our badminton-loving cat feeder, Steve, had to bear some responsibility. But the court also pointed fingers at the badminton court for their managerial mishaps and lack of proper safety measures. In the cartoon drama sequel, The Retrial, everybody was still pointing fingers. The court, however, had the final say. They invoked the mighty civil code, specifically Articles 1165 and 1172. The gist? If your actions cause harm due to negligence, you're on the hook for damages. And if multiple parties are involved, they each get a slice of that responsibility pie. So what did the court decide in our case of the badminton court versus John versus the cat? The court decreed that the sports equipment company, as the owner and the manager of the badminton court, should have known better. They knew cats were on the premises thanks to our cat-loving coach and did nothing about it. They let the cats roam free, failed to fix the broken surveillance system, and basically turned a blind eye to the potential hazards. For all these reasons, they were held primarily responsible for John's injuries. But let's not forget Steve, the coach. His daily feeding rituals near the court's east gate had turned the cat into a regular court crasher, bringing danger into the badminton paradise. So he was an off-the-hook either. In conclusion, the moral of the story is simple. If you run a badminton court, keep your eyes peeled for stray cats. If you're a coach with a big heart for felines, maybe think twice about feeding them near the court. After all, you never know when a simple game of badminton might turn into a courtroom drama. Thank you for watching today's video. Please feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section below. Stay tuned for our next episode where we'll talk about whether you need a Chinese driving license to drive in China.